Who is the top safety in the NFL? That is a big question, and today, we're going to answer it. What is going on, guys? My name is RZFL Sports here. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more football content. We try to upload at least 3 times a week. We do football breakdowns, underrated players, and Cleveland Browns videos. We're going to try to be covering the CFL and XFL as well, so if you like football, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into it. Today, we're going over who the top 5 safeties in the NFL are, and they are not who you would think. Now, I went ahead and went about this through a grading system I came up with. I like Pro Football Focus, a website that grades players off of their play-by-play performance. But a lot of people don't like Pro Football Focus because some player will play statistically very well and their PFF grade will be terrible. So I decided to combine PFF with statistics to make the RZFL Safety grading system. Now, big disclaimer, this has nothing to do with film. So, my top 5 would definitely be a little different if we had to go and utilize film. But this is purely based off of statistics and PFF grades. So, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, before we go over our top 5, we got to go over our grading system and how it works. I decided to go out this with 7 different categories. I took the top 10 average in 7 different categories, and then saw how it stacked up to other people. Our 7 categories are going to be Pro Football Focus grade, which is worth 30 points. Now, the total of these categories is worth out of 100 points. So, all of these categories add up to 100 points when done. Pro Football Focus grade is 30 points. Our second category is combined turnovers, interceptions, and forced fumbles. That's worth 20 points. Our third category is pass defenses, which is worth 15 points. Our fourth category is solo tackles, which is worth 10. Our fifth is combined tackles, which is worth 10 again. Our sixth is tackles for loss, which is worth 5. And our seventh is incompletion percentage, and that is worth 10 points. Why did I choose incompletion percentage? Well, passer rating was too hard to get my hands on, and completion percentage would not work because you want to have the higher number. So I decided to go about this with incompletion percentage. So basically, I'm going to use an example player, someone who did not crack the list, in Jamal Adams, and I have the breakdown of how well Jamal Adams actually scored, and this is how you're going to do it. Now, Jamal Adams, he had an 85.3 Pro Football Focus grade. The average for that was 84.5. The top 10 average for that was 84.5. The top 10 highest Pro Football Focus graded safeties was 84.5. So, you're going to take his grade of 85.3, divide it by 84.5, and then multiply that by 30 because it's worth 30 points, and you get 30.3. Same now with, you have forced turnovers. He has 1 forced turnover. The top 10 average was 2.6. So you take 1 divided by 2.6, and because that category is worth 20 points, you go ahead and get 7.7. And you go on and on and on, and you grade those 7, you add up all the points from the 7 categories, and then you get your grade. Now, this grading system has to do directly in correlation with other players. So if the rest of the safety core, the rest of the safeties in the league suck statistically, your grade's going to be much higher than it would be if the safeties are all doing super well. So it's how you stack compared to the safeties. And our number 1 player on the list is so high because he's so far ahead of the field. Now, let's go ahead and go through our top 5. At number 5, we have Anthony Harris, Minnesota Vikings safety. And he this year has been on fire. He had another pick against the Redskins. Now, keep in mind, all these stats are through 7 weeks. So that we did not include his interception and stuff against the Redskins. He has an 81.2 grade. Overall, look at him. Well, his Pro Football Focus grade is really good. So he scores 31.5 points on that. Has 2 takeaways. Pass defenses are pretty well. His tackles are, I guess, somewhat okay. Doesn't have any TFLs, and his incompletion percentage is fairly decent, which is why he's going to grade an 81.2. And I do think Anthony Harris is a very solid safety. I don't know if I would put him in the top 5, but he's a fantastic safety, and he's number 3 on PFF right now in safety grades. He stacks up number 5 on the RZFL safety grading system. At number 4, we have Saints safety Marcus Williams, who will be remembered for giving up the Minneapolis Miracle. But these past 2 years, I tell you, he's been absolutely balling out. And I've seen on the field, I watched the Bears Saints game. He played pretty well in that. All the Saints games I've watched this year, he's played really well. And how he's going to go ahead and grade so high, his Pro Football Focus grade, again, is very good, number 2 in the league. He's going to have 3 total takeaways, which is going to help a lot. He has 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions. Pass defenses, he's fairly decent in incompletion percentage. He leads the league with a 53.8, which is why he scores so high in that. Tackles-wise, he doesn't do too well, but he's going to make up for that with other stuff. And that's why he's so high. Doesn't have any TFLs, but that incompletion percentage, those turnovers, and that high PFF grade are what are going to enable him to grade so high. And his pass defenses, I said, they're fairly decent. Now he has 6, which is above the top 10 average, which is pretty good. And that's why he's going to go ahead and grade in at a 93.2. At number 3 is one of my favorite safeties in the NFL, Kevin Byard. Now, Kevin Byard he's been balling out for years now. Doesn't get any respect by the media. And here's how he gets to such a high grade. So Kevin Byard's PFF grade is an 80.5, which is fairly decent. It's pretty good. And he's going to get 28.6 points from that. That's the lowest among our top 5. But that's okay, because he's going to make up for it with the combined turnover category, where he's going to get 23.1 points because of his 3 interceptions. His 6 pass defenses, that's going to give him 15.8 points. And his tackles are pretty good, 7.7, 7.3. He has 1 TFL, so that's going to get him an extra point. And then his incompletion percentage, right on the average at 41.2 compared to the 41.8. He's going to get 9.9 points from that. You add that all up, 93.7 for Kevin Byard. This dude's a monster. Complete monster in the film room as well as the stat sheet, and he deserves some respect. At number 2, the biggest, I guess, eye-popping safety in the league, and he's my favorite, one of my favorite players off the field, even more so than Kevin Byard. Not off the field, but I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Justin Simmons, number 2, 95.2 grade, highest safety in all of Pro Football Focus, and second highest in the RZFL Safety grading system. He's going to go ahead and have a PFF grade of 90.8, getting him 32.2 points. He's got 2 picks and a league among safeties, 8 pass defenses, which is insane. He is statistically good and plays very well. On film, he's pretty decent as well. He can be taken advantage against tight ends over the middle of the field, but he's gotten better at that this year. I'll give him that. 8 pass defenses is amazing. That's going to get him 21.1 points in that category. Tackles, same exact tackles, 28 solo and 38 combined, same thing as Kevin Byard. And then an incompletion percentage of 48%, which ranks 3rd in the league. And put all that together, 95.2 grade. Simmons, just give him the respect he deserves. He is very solid, and that's why he's going to go ahead and grade number 2 on our list. And number 1 should be fairly obvious. It's Devin McCourtey, because he's got 5 interceptions. The top 10 average is 2.6. This category is worth 20 points. Now, if you don't have any turnovers, your grade's going to be absolutely terrible, like Eddie Jackson's grade is terrible because he doesn't have a pick or a forced fumble this year. And that grade, I'm pretty sure, was in the 40s. Might have been in the lower 50s. But Devin McCourtey, on the other hand, has 5 picks. You take 5, divide that by 2.6, multiply that by 20. And out of the 20 average points, he gets 38.8. 38.8 points. PFF grade, pretty much right at the average, at 84.6 over 84.5. That's 30 points there. Pass defenses, he's got 6 very solid tackles. Not doing so well, but that's okay because he has stuff that makes up for it. And a solid incompletion percentage at 44.4%. I can't say enough about this guy. He's in the right place at the right time, all of the time. He makes fantastic play on the ball. He reads the quarterback like a book. And there's a reason why he's number 1. He is statistically amazing. And again, he's just good. He's just downright good and part of a Patriots defense that is setting historic records. And there you have it. Those are our top 5 safeties in the NFL. Comment anyone down below that you want me to grade. If there's a player that you thought should be in the top 5, go ahead and just comment them down below and I'll tell you their grade. This is RZFL Sports. We're going to be making a grading system on a bunch of other positions as well. And take care, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.